On this one, I'm just going to do a random race in a very interesting Koenigsegg Regera. Now, what makes this car unique? Well, it has one speed. Yes, you heard that right. It has a one-gear forward speed. And look at it in beautiful orange. So, just quickly go through the tune here. Put on race springs, roll bars, and of course reduce the weight. It originally weighs, in American measurements, as people jokingly call it, 3,588 pounds. Put the race weight on, 2,900. Just under 3,000. And because this car is such a weirdo, you can actually put on, if you want, slick race tire compound, put it into X class, but I want to keep it on S2. And S2's default is these semi-slicks, or at least a form of it, and I absolutely recommend putting on the max tire width for the front and rear. It's really uncontrollable without it, because, as you'll soon find out, it makes a ridiculous amount of power. As you can see here, it makes 1,500 horsepower. That's why. And also, I have been tinkering with it to make it a little bit more stable. It is a very wonky car to drive, as you'll soon see. What else do I need to do? Oh, for the springs, I might actually lower it by 0.1 inch just to get a little bit more stability in high speed. The dampening I got much better than what it started with, but it's still very difficult to drive. The aero I kept at default. Brakes, I'm actually gonna make it 85% brake pressure. Now the interesting thing with brake pressure in this particular version versus the previous one is that it actually applies more when you're using ABS or not in this game. Because what happens is, when you're using a controller, you set it to default 100%, the wheels lock up even with ABS enabled, which is what I usually use. So differential, I've been experimenting with keeping the acceleration on the lower side so it doesn't lock up as much. I might actually experiment with doing it at 90% and keeping the diesel at 30, just to see what happens. So I'm going to do that. Alright, and this is what the interior looks like with the wheel. It's actually a really nice interior. I really like it. It is really fast in a straight line, as you can see. Just flooring it here. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And here's the zoomed in look so you can actually see this better on YouTube without the wheel. It's ridiculous. I mean, just look at this thing go. This is all one speed. And now that I reduced the brake pressure, it doesn't lock up the tires. So, it also has a rear wing that deploys and moves up and down, just like most hypercars these days. This was made back in 2016. So, what's a good sprint? Let's do that one right there. Alright, so I'll drive to that there. It's 3.2 miles away. I'm gonna get to test the tune a little bit. Now this car in the game is about, I think it's 1.9 or 2 million credits, which you can sometimes win this through wheel spins, so I've read and heard. And look at how ridiculous this car goes. I mean, I have to let off the gas half the time. Oh, that's much more stable under braking. Using that brake pressure with traction control off and ABS on is very helpful. Now I don't feel like the car's going to slide every time I slam on the brakes when I need to. I've actually gotten this to be a much more controllable car at lower speeds because of the tune. Which, if you're interested, I'm willing to upload this tune and put it on like YouTube or just share it in-game, which you can do. It's still not perfect though, so I might have to tweak it just a little bit. As you can see, it's also with bad driving right there. But just like, you know, just seeing the little wing pop up, it's pretty cool. And then when you slow down, the wing will retract when you're below a certain speed, because you don't need it at lower speeds. Which is pretty cool. I like that little feature. It's a nice touch. And to slow down to here. See? The wings now retracted. So we'll just do a simple co-op race. And yes, once you get to the late game stages, you get a ridiculous amount of cars. Alright, so there's one thing I did notice is I do want to reduce the tire pressure just by half a PSI to the rear. And then we'll start the race. That way it's a little more controllable when it is a script. I want to lose that. So we floor it and go. Oh jeez, this car is a beast. Not recommended for beginners. This is not an easy car to drive. Because it just has so much power. 1,500 horsepower is no joke. I just love it though. It's just such a dumb fun car to drive once you get it right though. And you can, if you want, you can actually put in an actual multi-gear gearbox, but then you ruin the point of it being unique. And I actually don't mind having one speed and the car this powerful. It just makes it so fun to play. Just have one gear, you don't have to even worry about shifting. Just basically modulate the gas and brake and go. Now for the low speed corners is where it really struggles. It just, you know, flat out, it's not turned very well. But at least I'm not fishtailing the whole time. This is also one of the circuits where I find it's not as effective. But it is really fast once you get on the straights. Absolutely, you can just blow past Lamborghinis, or Sennas, for that matter. Yeah. There we go. Look, he's shifting gears. I'm just like, floor it. I'm not gonna see it. Just going in there and just throw people going like this fast. Now once you get past 100 miles an hour, it does seem to tighten up a bit more. So it's not too bad. We'll just slow it down a little bit here. Going through here. Like a whopping 160 miles an hour like it's nothing. Oh, there's that crazy Zenvo with the tilt-in aerodynamic wing. Has hydraulics to move the wing. Which is actually kind of funny at the same time. Alright, gonna cross the finish line. There we go. See, it's that simple. Finished 7th. I'll do one more. But of a different race. It's not a bad sprint though. Did it in 2 minutes and 10 seconds. The Aventador from 2016 did it in 2 minutes 6 seconds. So, let's see what other race we can do that has some more straights. So I can go even faster. Get a free wheel spin each day. So I just noticed this weird house. Interesting. I don't know how that works, but that's actually a pretty cool perk. I don't know what that means when you attend Horizon Mexico. I don't understand that part, but hey, it's cool. So let's see what other race we can do. Let's do that one. Shouldn't be too far away. So I'll drive to there and get that race started. And we'll see you there. And no, game, I did not want to make my race easier. So I'm gonna do one last tuning thing before we start this race. Maybe if I make the rear tire camber just a smidge more, like maybe 2.5 instead of 2, that will help the tires grip better through the turns. Hopefully that doesn't make it more oversteer prone, because that can happen too in this game. So let's get started. Alright, let's see if this sprint's any better for it. It looked like there was more straights, so more careful throttle modulation. Maybe I'll be able to get off the line faster, which kinda did. Not really that much better though. Keeping the dip lock at 90% for the rear for acceleration seems to help too. I'll keep it up there for now. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this turn is very hard to do in this car because it loves to spin. Okay. There we go, now full throttle. Let's go. Ridiculous speed, go, come on. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Smidge on the outside there. Got that going through. Oh. Yeah, that was a bit nerve-wracking there. Oh. Oh god. Oh, thanks 918, you helped me slow down. Bye. I know it's this boss, so they make for good emergency stop maneuvers. Just bump the car out of the way and then you're good to go. Gosh, that is such bad racing. Oh, 240. 252. Oh. Had to bonk into a car and a wall just to stop. This car is so ludicrous, I'm telling you, I love it. It's not competitive, but boy, is it fun to drive. It's a real testament to your skill, or lack of skill, for that matter. It's not too bad to finish third so far. I'm not sure I'm going to catch the other two, unless there's a straight here. Oh, there is. I can get this car to point. There we go. Yeah, now it's gaining speed. Here we go. Now we're going 200s. Yeah, there we go. Got some good speed going. Oh no! Oh, this is what usually can happen. Yeah, and it passed. Oh, that's such a shame. I actually wanted to finish better this time, and I ended up while we finished last one. I don't do anything about it. That's what can happen, though. You can get caught out and spin like a top. I'm gonna try that again. 239. I could do better than that. For sure. Let's try that again. But I hit a peak speed of 250 there. So I'm going to reduce the tire PSI and move this back 2 pegs for the tire amber. I wonder... Your toe in. Increases stability. I think maybe if I do like 2 degree positive toe... Is it in? Oh, yeah, toe in. Whoops. Yeah, I'm gonna do toe in there. Let me try that. Maybe it'd get a little more stability for the rear tires. You gotta be really careful with toe in this game, just like in the others. If you do it too much, it makes your car an uncontrollable mess. So, let's see if doing just -2 toe in for the rear also helps with stability. I don't really need more turn in. I need less turn in. Once the oversteer crazy. And reducing the tire camber just a little bit might help too. Maybe get a little more straight line stability. Yeah, it doesn't want to slide out as much, that's good. So far that seems to work. Yeah, let's go, 200. Ooh. Yeah, it still wants to catch me out there, though. Yeah, 220. Okay, that is better. Doing these turns much better. It's also a little bit of force familiarity. Also helps. And of course, I still hit the same wall as last time. So why not? There we go. Now we're on full power. Let's go. Now I should catch him. Oh, 250. Oh, I caught some air. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh. I have to restart that. Well, that was embarrassing. Alright, so maybe doing the front as well. Try doing the front, bringing the toe in just a little bit as well. because that brought good results for the rear. Maybe the front needs it too. This is how I test cars in this game. Just doing little tweaks like that. That's why I like playing this game. Just go, well, what if I do this? You know? And you can just go out and do it. And the nice part is, you can go 200 miles an hour and your car is still perfectly fine. Hit a wall. Or another car. Can't do that in real life. Do that in real life, it'd be nothing but. And you can also do all sorts of other safety stuff. I was requested to cover this car by a good friend I know on Discord. And I'm like, you know what? I want to do it. So, finally got this car yesterday. And I was starting to tinker with it. Oh, that is much more stable. Why didn't I do this toe-in stuff sooner? That is much more stable. I can actually apply more throttle there. Oh, that is so much easier. Maybe that's what it needs. You just have to crank in the toe with it. I mean, yeah, it doesn't feel as responsive, but it's still responsive enough, especially at higher speeds like this. I don't care about skill points, I'm just trying to win the race. So I don't care less if I punk the AI. Oh, that is so much more stable. This is a major improvement. If you want more stability in this car in particular, put the toe in by -2. Start with that. Regardless of what difficulty you set the game to, that will definitely help your car. Or at least this particular Regera doing what I'm doing. That is so much more control. I just can't. Oh, let's say that. Force familiarity, of course, helps as well. Still gotta treat this car with respect. Like this corner, that always catches me out. That was a better recovery, because I wasn't sliding as much. Which is not something I want to do at 150 plus miles an hour. It's not a drift. So finishing third? Okay, I'll take it. There we go. Much better result. 227. Yep, that is much better. So for the streets, for this particular Regera, slap on those tires and weight reduction and brake tuning, and there you go. That's how you do it. That is a much more stable, drivable, fun car. I might actually do -3 as the next test sometime in the future. I don't think I'll wrap it up there. So this is basically covering the 2016 Koenigsegg Regera in Forza Horizon 5. And if you like more of these kind of videos, just let me know. So this is Rigsters Journey, signing off.